What is going on, everybody? Today I want to talk to you about fasting as a way of getting into ketosis. And the reason why I want to talk about this so much is because I see a lot of confusion out there as to an understanding that fasting and the ketogenic diet, they're actually different ways to get to the same goal, which is ketosis, a state of ketosis. Now, when we're talking about a state of ketosis, all right, we're not just trying to get to ketosis as the goal. Ketosis is not the goal for most of you. For most of you, losing body fat is the goal. Improving performance is the goal. Getting yourself a steady source of energy that's not going to lead to a crash is the main goal, all right? But what I see a lot of people out there doing, particularly people who are trying to lose body fat, is they'll go into these really high fat ketogenic diets without an understanding of how their body really works. The goal here is not just to get your body to switch over from glucose to fat as its main fuel source, right? That's by definition a state of ketosis, where you switch over to fueling yourself with fat, converting that fat into ketones, and actually fueling yourself with the ketones. So I misspoke before. But your goal is not just to burn any ketones, it's to mobilize your own fat stores for fuel. All of us have hundreds of thousands of calories around our bodies that it's a fuel source that we carry around with us. And that's why we adapted to be able to get into ketosis in the first place. When we were cavemen and we had a real shortage of food in the area that we were in, we'd have to move long distances, and we'd have to do so without a readily available energy source to us, without readily available food. So we adapted the ability to be able to burn our own fat stores for fuel. It's literally energy we carry around with us. And so literally that, whether you're doing a high fat ketogenic diet or whether you're doing an intermittent fast and with the goal of being ketosis, they're both trying to do that. They're both trying to get you to a place where you're mobilizing your own fat stores for fuel. Now, if you are on a really high fat ketogenic diet and you are consuming a whole lot of MCTs, medium chain triglycerides, which convert to ketones very quickly, and you're consuming exogenous ketones, and you're sticking MCT oil into your bulletproof coffee, and you're doing that every single day, that's completely fine. I have no problem with these things. But if your goal is to lose weight, one of the things you're doing is you're flooding your bloodstream with energy, exogenous energy, that your body is preferentially going to choose over your own fat stores, right? So if those ketones, right? So MCT oil converts rapidly into ketones. If beta hydroxybutyrate salts, they convert rapidly into ketones. And if you're taking those all the time, or if you continue to eat a really high fat diet, and you're flooding your system with ketones from the food you're eating, then what you're not going to do is you're not going to mobilize your own fat stores, because those ketones that are in your bloodstream, they're a lot easier to get to than getting your body to actually mobilize fat. So this is where a lot of people slip up. This is where a lot of people get themselves into plateaus, because they keep eating fat, they keep flooding their bodies with fat, and they're not giving their body a chance to really go to what you're trying to get it to do, which is to mobilize all this stuff, right? I just want you to understand that. I know that was really repetitive, but it's really important that we understand that the goal is not just ketosis. The goal is to get your body to mobilize its own fat stores for fuel. So for people who are overweight, for people who are trying to utilize the ketogenic diet as a fat loss mechanism, and even for athletes, regular fasts can be a great way of helping your body along in mobilizing its own fat stores. Now, why is this so beneficial, and why is this so effective? Well, one of the reasons it's so effective is that once your body is adapted, after you've gone through that initial adaptation phase, where I might add, during that initial 10 to 21 day adaptation phase, it's completely fine to utilize MCT oil or beta hydroxybutyrate salts as a bridge, because these can really help to alleviate the keto flu. They can really help to alleviate the headache and the weakness that comes in switching fuel sources. But once your body goes through that initial phase, your body's going to be primed to burn fat for fuel. So if you deny any exogenous energy source, whether it be fats or glucose, then your body is going to start mobilizing its own fat stores, right? And so this is a really great way to hack ketosis along, to hack your own metabolism so that you are actually mobilizing more of your own fat stores rather than burning the stuff you're putting in your body. Now, a few other reasons why I really like fasting as a way to go about this is because it's got other really awesome potential benefits. Number one, it's got potential to help your digestive system by giving your digestive system a rest, by allowing it to heal. Right? A lot of times we put so much food through our digestive systems that the enterocytes, the places where we absorb nutrients in our intestines, they get inflamed, they get rapidly spread out. And so if you're suffering from leaky gut or you got IBS or IBD issues, then fasting can give your digestive system a rest. And that in turn can also help you to lower levels of total body chronic inflammation. Another really big plus to fasting is the potential for cellular autophagy. This is your own mitochondria's cleaning mechanism where they begin killing off diseased cells. And this in turn helps to make the healthier mitochondria even healthier. And that can really help to improve longevity, right? Or has the potential to really help to improve longevity. Scientists aren't quite there yet, but they believe that fasting has a really big potential to help to improve longevity. Another big reason why I like fasting is because it gives you a higher amount of flexibility for your diet during your eating window. And this is particularly true for people who are more active. If you're doing a lot of exercise during your fasting window, and you are burning off a lot of liver glycogen during that fasting window, doing all that exercise, and it can give you an extra window to consume some carbs during your eating window, right? If you're overweight, I would still really keep the carbs very low. But if you're an athlete who's been doing a lot of training, a lot of endurance work, or a lot of conditioning work, then you could definitely include a little bit more carbohydrates in your eating window than you would have otherwise been able to do had you been eating all day long. And myself, I'll do a 16-hour fast. During that fast, I'll do an endurance workout or a conditioning workout or a HIIT workout, and I'll also do some weights. Maybe I'll even potentially do some rolling with jiu-jitsu. And then when I come home, I'll get, during my eating window, I will actually maybe eat upwards of 100 to 150 grams of carbohydrates, and I'll be fine the next day. I won't feel like crap because my body's already primed to get back into ketosis because I've been fat adapted for so long. And I'm basically just replenishing glycogen that I'd burnt off during my training sessions. Another big reason why I really like fasting is because, again, it gives me a lot more independence, right? I'm utilizing my own body fat as a fuel source. So because I'm doing that, I don't have to snack all day long. I don't have to spend lots and lots of money on expensive supplements, or I don't have to spend lots and lots of money on buying food every single day, or I don't have to stop what I'm doing all day long because I'm an entrepreneur. I'm constantly working, so I don't have to stop to eat constantly in order to fuel myself. And again, with ketosis, that's one of the other benefits. You don't have to eat as many meals. You don't have to snack all the time. But with fasting, you get more of this ability to mobilize your own fat source for fuel. So that makes you even more independent, and you don't have to continually snack or continue to include things in your daily routine that's going to be disruptive. So that's what I wanted to get into today. I hope that alleviated some confusion. We go deep into this on the Keto Camp product. So definitely check out Warrior Soul Keto Camp. Super inexpensive product that teaches you every single thing you wanted to know about leveraging ketosis for your goals, for your fat loss goals, for your performance goals, for your energy goals. And if you got any questions for me, just put them in the comments below. Peace.